Thank you for watching our video. Today we'll be talking about influences on literacy. My name is Adrian Donaldson, and I'm a professional trainer with Jitterbug Professional Development, and I am also a family child care provider at a school called Jitterbug Learning Center. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Please feel free to subscribe and comment. What is literacy? Literacy is a child's ability to read and write. It is their ability to break down words into sounds and use those words to build sentences. Then using those sentences to build paragraphs and using those paragraphs to build stories. Part of literacy is really strongly connected to language development. There are different elements that takes part in literacy, which includes reading, writing, listening, speaking, viewing, technology, and creativity. Literacy also plays a role in a child's ability to conversate and be able to converse with other people, both peers and adults. There are 4 determining factors when it comes to a child's literacy development. Social. This refers to a speaker's communication intent and how they plan to use the information to guide their language learning. For example, as early as 24 months, they are able to infer solely from an adult's excited tone and their voice from the physical setting that a new word must refer to an object that is placed on the table or in front of them. Verbal environments influence a child's language learning, and it is very important that we make talking and reading part of our social gathering settings. The next one refers to the perception setting the stage as such as with infants. And at 12 months of age, they can predict vocabulary size and complexity at 23 months. Cognitive processes includes the frequency affected by the rate of learning. Children who hear an unusual, highly portionate of examples of language form faster connections than those that aren't exposed. The last one refers to the terms that are linked to a mental age. Words that express notion of time, location, size, and order are more of a mental connection. So when children reach that stage, they're able to make that mental connection of that word and that size. Our last one is linguistic, which includes verb endings as clues to the verb meaning, such as ing. 3-year-olds are able to connect swim to I am swimming right now. Current vocabulary influences new learning, and toddlers usually decide new words that refers to the objects by looking not at the label, but at the content in which the words are being used. How does socioeconomic differences in language development affect a child's literacy development? Young children gradually learn rules from forming words, from sounds and sentences form words. A child's socioeconomical status can also influence their success in books and reading because they might not have access to books and libraries and other reading materials. According to Uri Bronfenbrenner and his ecological diagram, it shows that a child's accessibility to the library and other language-enhancing options can have a profound impact on a child's language ability. A child's surrounding community, even their parents' actions and influences their development. If a parent is not a reader, there's a high chances that their child will not be a lover, reader, and enjoy it either. If a child sees their parent reading every day something, a magazine, a newspaper, a book, material for work, or books for school, they are more drawn to be readers and pick up some type of material to read. They are pre-exposed to be lovers of reader. In many low social economic status households, it is hard to have access to these things, which prevents their children from being higher lovers of readers. But there are ways that we can come around that. Using the ads that we get in the mail, reading our child the ingredients on the back of our recipe boxes, reading our child the labels as we wash our clothes. All of this is reading and can help make an impact on our children. How does social cultural differences influence a child's literacy development? Never judge a book by its cover. And it is very vital that we do that when we're working with children in our care. We are not all the same, and our cultures make us very unique and different. It is very important that we find ways to respect a child's cultural language and find ways to include it into the classroom while teaching them English so that they can pass the assessments and tests that they will face in the future. Your students saying ain't, finna, are cultural. Instead of correcting them, talk to them about code switching and how amazingly smart they are for being able to code switch between the two. Valuing your students' identities means valuing the way they speak. Childcare centers, family homes, and other school settings have a great opportunity to enhance their development of literacy simply by placing books in the classroom, puppets, paper, pencils, writing tools, anything that will get the child excited about reading. The teacher also is a model, so read as much as you can in front of your students. Talk about how you have to read for your assignments and how you prepare for class reading books. Conversate daily and make sure that you allow time for this in your daily schedule. Have a reading center in the classroom with materials that the children are able to access and manipulate. Have puppy shows. Invite parents and community leaders to come in and read to the children. Teach letters out of order. Place books in every center. So have cookbooks in the dramatic play area. Have books about trucks in the block area. Have books about animals in the science area. Add books to your playground. It's very important that they don't forget, even if they step outside, reading still takes place. And offer lap reading during the day during free play. That'll make an emotional connection with reading and their teacher. Thank you.